Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Happy week of October the 20th. I hope your week is getting off to a great start. This week, we're pulling from our usual James Van Prague, the Soul's Journey, around our monthly mantra, Your Worthiness. And this one, it took me a second. And then I read the book, and then ta-da, it made so much more sense. Okay, so the card, it is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. It says purpose. Look how pretty that card is. You'll know I love me some purple. And below it says, I know what I'm here to do. Now, when I read this, just the card itself, this is huge for a lot of people. My clients, even I sometimes question my purpose, why I'm here, what am I doing, all the things. And so it is a very weighted sentence to say, my purpose is, right? Some of you have it figured out. That's great. And it can change and does change. I really do think it really does change. But it says, I know what I'm here to do. So then I was like, okay, let me go to the book to see if it can give me any insight on specifically our monthly mantra, Your Worthiness. And it was beautiful. It says, you have chosen to reincarnate on earth for one major goal. Y'all ready for this? To express love in all that you do. And I stopped there. I didn't even read past that because what came to me immediately was, especially when it comes to our worthiness, this is saying not only to express your love in all the things that you do, but that includes loving yourself. It includes loving yourself. And I know if you're watching this, you may not be there yet, and I get it. So let's start with just liking ourselves, right? So last week I asked you if you wanted to write down a list of things that you like about yourself, that you admire about yourself, your goals, your morals, your values, those things that make you unique. And this is saying to expand on that. Do you like that? Right? For example, and the reason I question that is because so many times I was told I was too stubborn. I was raised by my parents were married. My mom was an educator. She was a go-getter. She's retired now. And my grandmother, her mom, my mom's mom, was very much the same way. Very strong, very strong-headed, um, and taught us, meaning my mom, my aunt, myself, my cousin, to be very independent, to go get an education, not depend on anybody. And so sometimes there is a fine line between independent and stubborn. I'm sure I toed that line quite a bit. And so I really, for the longest time, saw it as a negative, right? So I had to decide what that looks like and how to incorporate it to make it more in alignment with me, where I wanted to go, where I felt like it was really necessary, right? So this week, I want you to look at that list if you made one, and if you didn't make one, go back and make a list and look at that list to see, is that something that you really love? Is that something that you really like? We'll start there. Do you like it? I like being stubborn, not in a negative, confrontational way, right? But in a way that I can help other people, right? There's a way that I can use my stubborn aspect of myself in a positive way. So look at that list. Maybe reframe it. If you appreciate that, absolutely, check mark. But maybe you're like, I don't know if I really like XYZ, whatever that is. How can you reframe it? Reframe it. Or do you want to change it? Right? And that's okay too. That is, if it's not aligning with you anymore, then by all means, figure out what steps you need to make to change it. But this week, how does, when it comes back to purpose, your purpose, and to love what you do, to love the people around you, to love yourself, what can you do to make a short, small step toward that purpose, the purpose of love? I'm not talking about what you're doing for a career or what you do as a mom or a grandmom or any of that. For you, loving yourself, what can you do this week to make a little step toward, we'll start with liking. Maybe you're already at the liking stage. Maybe you want to bump it up to love. Maybe you're not at the liking stage yet, and that's okay too. So, where do you want to go? What do you want to like about yourself? And start there. Okay, everybody. Again, if this is something that resonates with you and you want a more deeper dive into it, Thursday nights, Embracing Me, Embrace the Confidence is our coaching session. So feel free to ask me any questions in the comments or send me a direct message or feel free to sign up and we'll see you on Thursday night. All right. Either way, you guys have a great week.